Hello everyone, welcome to my video presentation 4. This presentation is about public opinion. Public opinion is a crucial source of analysis and therefore plays a part in shaping foreign policy decisions. Those approach analyze the role of public opinion in decision making as part of domestic or internal factors, which include the impact of Congress, the media, and area experts. Public opinion can be influenced by public relations and the political media. Additionally, mass media utilize a wide variety of advertising techniques to get their message out and change the minds of people. Since the 1950s, television has been the main medium for molding public opinion. For 3 events that I choose from the reading about public opinion, the first one is Korean War in 1950 to 1953. Korean War is the conflict between North Korea and South Korea. The war reached international proportions in June 1950 when North Korea, supplied advice by the Soviet Union, invaded the South. The United Nations and the United States, as principal participants, joined the war in the side of the South Koreans, and the People's Republic of China came to North Korea's aid. The main actors is the United Nations, South Korean and allies, and North Korean allies. Past with public opinion that the American expressed some frustration with America's UN partner in 1950. 73% of Americans said they didn't think the other UN members were doing enough to help the United States with the fighting in Korea, and it's hard to win in Korean War. And the American public viewed the UN's role as enhancing US foreign policy. And the UN Security Council approved the resolution condemning the invasion of South Korea. So it made the United States, China, North Korea, and South Korea agree to an armistice, bringing the fighting of the Korean War to an end. The second event is US troops in Iraq 2007 to 2011. The main actors is the United Nations. Past with agenda setting like Gallup poll, Chicago Council survey show that American public opinion remained steadily supportive the UN until the controversy of the 2003 Iraq War. The 2011 Gallup poll with the question phrased as should the US cooperate with the UN found 6 in 10 Americans saying yes, a slight increase since 2009. Another 2011 poll asked whether the UN is an important organization, with 80% saying it was, and whether the US should pay its dues in full and on time, with 60% saying yes. And the 2012 Chicago Council survey report, 52% of respondents saying the UN is effective and 46% saying it is ineffective. When asked whether recent efforts to strengthen the UN have been effective, 62% agreed. From the public opinion and the poll that show public opinion against war. On 13 September 2007, President Bush announced that the 168,000 American troops in Iraq at the time would be reduced by 5,700 by Christmas, and additional troops would be withdrawn, bringing the total US troop level down from 20 to 15 combat brigades by July 2008. By the end of 2008, US troops in Iraq had been reduced to 146,000. The result is full of withdrawal US troops in Iraq in 2011 and return of US force to Iraq in 2014 to assist Iraq force, as well as rest of the global operation inherent resolved by the US to defeat ISIL. And the last event is withdrawal troops from Afghanistan in 2020 to 2021. The main actor is Obama administration, Biden administration, NATO. Plus with public opinion that even public support for the war in Afghanistan was in Italy over 80%. Retaliating against Al-Qaeda and the Afghan Taliban for the 9/11 attacks was very much a foreign policy resistant objective, but public support decreased over time as the success in weakening Al-Qaeda, including the killing of Osama bin Laden, made the foreign policy resistant objective less salient, and problems within Afghanistan, such as corruption and warlord, made it increasingly clear that the mission had shifted to internal political change. By early 2000 2012, 60% of Americans favor removing U.S. troops as soon as possible. In Obama administration in 2011, U.S. President Barack Obama announced that the U.S. would withdraw from Afghanistan by the end of 2014, including Operation Enduring Freedom. And on 29 February 2020, the U.S. represented by diplomatic envoy and the Taliban signed the agreement for bringing peace to Afghanistan, commonly known as the U.S.-Taliban deal. In 2021, the Biden administration's initial announcement of a full withdrawal of troops by 11 September 2021. The result is end of the American war in Afghanistan. Thank you for your attention.